Hello, I'm Hallie with Handmade by Hallie. Welcome. Today I've got a new project for you. We're going to do a Lacey Heart from the Dollar Tree. So the first thing I'm going to do is take off this sign that we're going to use later. I've got a piece of paper that's texturized. I'm going to trace that and cut it out. Then we will move on to the next step. Next, I'm just going to paint just a little bit on the front side and the edges, just in case those show underneath our paper. Then we're going to take our paper and we're going to dry brush it with some gold paint. And that will bring out the texture of the paper. And unfortunately in this video you can't really see what the texture pattern is, but it's actually quite nice. So just take your time and cover it as equally as you can, and we'll cover it with some white. Next, I'm just going to even up all that gold that we've dry brushed very carefully, and then patting it dry and using a little bit of heat to dry it a little bit quicker. Then we will use our hot glue gun and attach the paper to the heart board, and then we'll move on to the next step. Next, we will glue this pretty heart-shaped lace from the Dollar Tree to the outside edge of the heart, and this helps cover any gaps from the paper to the board as well. And this is pretty easy to do. You do want to use a finger protector unless you like sticking your fingers into the glue. And at the bottom, we just kind of overlap it as best we can, cut off any excess. And then I cut off a little smaller individual heart and put that down there as well to finish off the bottom. So then I decide that the white lace against the dry brush gold is a little bit too stark white. So we're going to do the same process of adding the gold and then adding the white, making the project cohesive. Don't forget to hit that like, follow, and share. Thank you. So I decided to use this sign instead of the vinyl letters that I had cut out. So I am adding a thin line of the gold to coordinate with our project, and then I'm going to go in with kind of a hot pink to put between the gold line and the outside, and then I also paint the edges. And this actually brings the whole project together a little bit more. I had to go get my pink paint. So here we are doing the pink. It's nice with Valentine's Day or Valentine's time. You have a wide variety of colors you can use, pinks and purples and reds and black and white and the gold. All can be used, so you could do this whatever color suits your fancy. Next, we are going to prepare our bow, and yes, I did change the ribbon that I was going to use. I went with this pink and white stripe ribbon, and is this glittery white with the gold edge. This was a better fit for the way this project was going, And sometimes that happens. You have an idea of what you want to do, and it just wasn't coming together quite the way I wanted, and so I changed directions. I am really pleased with how the heart is looking with the sign, and this bow ends up pulling it all together. I don't end up using the lace that I cut and painted, those pieces that are sitting there. I do some of these little curlies that I did in my previous video with the cut off wired edge from the ribbon. I kind of like the little whimsical effect that they add to the bow. So when I get everything all twisted together, I will use a zip tie to hold it all together, and then a pipe cleaner to cover that zip tie, and twist the zip tie in the back, cut off all, any of the extra. So cutting off that extra pipe cleaner on the back and trimming the bow to the proper size gets it ready for me to glue onto the top there of the heart. So we're going to go ahead and put our bow in place now that it's all arranged. Cut some long pieces off of that gold edge to make a hanger. There are 2 holes that I poke a hole through the paper to put that wire in, poke it through the front, and then poke it back through the lace and tie it to itself, and then put a little bit of glue to hold it all in place. And this project is all ready to go. Take a look at the finished project. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.